What's up, guys? NFL is back. We also have some MLB plays in this video. We're coming off of a sweep yesterday. Feeling good. I got 3 plays for you guys in this video. Let's hop in and just stay cashing. We got a nice looking slate of MLB games today, as well as some Thursday night football, so I'm excited. Let's get into these free plays. But before we do so, don't miss out in joining the DubClub. You can join right now literally for free. There's a 2-day free trial for the DubClub down in my description. Go ahead and check it out for yourself. It's my best package. I'm over $5,000 of profit over on PrizePicks, over $1,300 of profit over on Sleeper, and this does not even include my profit from Chalkboard, Underdog, and Sportsbook. So don't miss out. 2-day free trial. You get all my plays sent straight to you, all sports, Discord chat, everything. Link for it is down in my description. 2 days for free. Cancel at any time. And like I said, we're coming off of a complete sweep yesterday, so we're hot. We're going to stay cashing. Also, though, one final thing before we get into these plays, if you want to research player props for yourself, check out Outlier. There's a 7-day free trial for Outlier down in my description. It's the research tool that I personally use every single day. They have an app on the App Store you can download, research player props right from your phone. So if you like what you see from this tool in this video, check it out for yourself. 7-day free trial for Outlier is down in my description. This will really help you find some really good player props. With that being said, let's get to these plays. Just play responsibly at your own risk. Leave a like on the video and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. The most important thing, though, is having those post notifications turned on so that way you don't miss future uploads. You get in before something decides to move, bump, get removed, things like that. Let's get into these plays today here. So we're starting out here with the MLB, and then at the end we'll drop that NFL play. But start out here with the pitching outs category in the MLB, and then scroll down. I like Jack Kochanowicz over 15.5 pitching outs here. We ran this one last time against Detroit. He absolutely flew over this line. He's an interesting pitcher. He's not like a normal MLB pitcher. Basically, he's just a super efficient pitcher. He doesn't really throw too many pitches. He's coming off a back-to-back 74 pitch and 73 pitch games. However, they might need him to go deep in this game here. If you take a look at the Angels bullpen, they've used every single arm in their bullpen in the last 2 days. So that doesn't mean like Brock Burke won't pitch today. He probably will, but still that means that their arms are a little bit more tired in the bullpen, and they're going to want him to go a little bit deeper in this game. I think we can get 16 outs at least here from Jack Kochanowicz here. He's over in 4 straight games, really good performances as you can see there. And I mean that first start too, he was limited, and he still had a relatively good game in that. And against Oakland, he only had about 74 pitches here. I'm hoping we see another 85 or 93 pitch game, especially if he's pitching pretty well. And with that bullpen, I'm kind of expecting that here. But you take a look here at the matchup against Texas, they ranked 22nd in offense, which is basically WRC plus, versus right-handed pitching. And they've not been super great in the last 30 games either. They only move up 2 spots. They rank 20th in offense versus righties in the last 30 games. So it should be a good matchup here as well for Jack Kochanowicz. He usually gets a lot of ground balls and things like that, just really efficient outs. He's not a huge strikeout guy or anything like that. But if you take a look at the earned run line today, it's at 2.5, which is a good sign typically, because it's not really favored over or under. It's a minus 115 on both sides. Typically a good sign for the over for his pitching outs here. You take a look at the walks as well. A really good sign is that he is favored under 1.5 walks. He's a plus 105 over 1.5. Great sign here for the over for the pitching outs here for Kochanowicz. So I like a lot of things here about Kochanowicz here. The matchup, the lines for his earned runs and his walks, how efficient he really is as a pitcher, and the bullpen being so kind of banged up right now. I think it should be a good spot here for Jack Kochanowicz and the over for his 15.5 pitching outs. Now, before we get into our next 2 player props, if you're not already on Sleeper, it's one of the best apps out there right now. And also, they typically offer better payouts, especially in the NFL, compared to an app like PrizePicks. And right now, we have a ton of offers right now on Sleeper. First off, you join and use the promo code DOMG, you get a first in deposit match up to $100. Link is down in my description. But also, you get a free square in Joe Burrow, half a passing yard. I think you might get a second free square on top of that. Don't quote me, but I think you do. On top of that, we also have Mahomes discounted about 6 or 7 completions right now, down to 19.5. He should hopefully clear that line there. And you also have Derrick Henry's rushing yards discounted as well. So Sleeper has a ton of promos going on right now. Don't miss out. Use promo code DOMG. It's available in most states. Link for Sleeper is down in my description. I personally love this app. All right, now getting to our second MLB play for today. Let's scroll down until we find a green goblin here. It's going to be Ranger Suarez over 17.5 pitching outs. You find this at maybe some better payouts on some other sites, but this also is a green goblin. It's not like it's going to pay, it's not a shitty paying green goblin though. If you were to pair this one with, for example, Kochanowicz here, this will pay out a 2.75x. So it's only minus like 0.25x to the payout, but still it is a pretty solid payout right there. But also, by the way, Sleeper does pay a little bit better, just saying, for the MLB today. Let's take a look at why I like the over so much for Ranger Suarez over these 17.5 outs. You see here he's over in 59% of games this year. That is 13 out of 22. And if you take a look here in away games, he's over in 64%, 7 out of 11. And in wins, if you take a look at it, he is over this in 60% of games. In wins on the road, 5 out of 7. A lot of good little splits right there that kind of boost his hit rate a little bit. However, he has been on kind of a rough patch here. He's only over this in 1 of his last 6 games, as you can see right there. Not super great. However, this is going to be a pretty good matchup for him against Miami. I mean, they really kind of suck against lefties. They rank 29th in offense versus lefties and 21st in the last 30 games, so they're a pretty bad offense overall. On top of that, though, kind of like we said with Jack Ochanowicz, their bullpen is not in the greatest shape right now. So if we scroll down to the Phillies here, they have used every single bullpen arm in the last 2 days. Kind of the same thing with Ochanowicz. That's what we're looking for when it comes to the over on a pitching outs player prop. That doesn't mean they're not going to use a lot of these guys here. They probably will use like Jose Alvarado or Jeff Hoffman again today, but still, they're going to want him to hopefully go 6 innings in this one. And with it being such a good matchup, I think he really could get this one done here. Like I said, he's coming off some rough games, but the earned run line is very, very good looking as well. I mean, he's only at a 1.5 earned run line. That is extremely good news when it comes to an over for a pitching out prop. And you just see how many times he's been kind of getting crushed here. And it's against good offenses like Atlanta and the Twins right there. Not necessarily Oakland, but still Philly there. They're expecting to have a pretty good bounce back game here, basically just based off these earned run lines here. And also, you take a look at the walks. He's extremely favored under 1.5 walks, which is a great sign as well. Kind of limit that pitch count down a little bit. No unnecessarily walks, anything like that. It's a really good sign here for Ranger Suarez and his over for the 17.5 pitching outs. That's why I like the over there. Let's hop over to the NFL. All right, now heading in over to the NFL. So if you guys did not watch my video yesterday, this one will be from that video. I just want to give an NFL play out in this video. There's also another play, though, posted yesterday. So there's actually 2 NFL plays posted yesterday. There's more over in the DubClub as well. But there's actually 2 player props I like here. Same player, though. It's going to be Rashee Rice over 61.5 receiving yards. And if you want a more like likely to hit prop, his Green Goblin looks really, really damn good at 39.5 receiving yards. I think both these spots are really, really good. Of course, the Green Goblin is a pretty shit payout, but if you're looking for a little bit of a boost on your entry and you don't really want to mess around by throwing a full square in, I really do like his receiving yards at 39.5 as well. He actually might have been a little bit lower yesterday if I'm not wrong. His receptions look really good as well, although I would try to find him at 5.5 on some other sites. I think 6 is a little bit too steep. He is at 5.5 on some other sites, though. But I do still like this Green Goblin prop and the full receiving yard line for Rashee Rice. Let's kind of take a look at why real quick here. So we take a look at the receiving yards here for Rashee Rice. You can see how many games he's been over that 39.5. We kind of scroll down to that. So at 39.5, he had a really good year last year. I mean, that's like what, 15 games maybe, and he only went under twice. One of them being on the hook right there, again the Super Bowl there. But still, I of course like his full receiving yard line as well. I personally locked both of those in actually. But take a look here at in games where they win. He had a pretty good track record last year as well, and he's really ended off the season good last year. And on top of that, they have a lot of guys that are not on the team this year, like Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They have Kadarius Toney now off the team, so really their only receiving options are Travis Kelce and Rashee Rice. Of course, they do have Xavier Worthy there, but he's a rookie. I mean, he's only been with Kansas City for, what, 2 months now-ish, practicing with them. He's not going to be super involved in the offense, at least I don't think, for week 1. I could be completely wrong about that. I just really do think Rashee Rice will be the main pass catcher, kind of like he somewhat was towards the end of the season. If you take a look at the targets that he had last year, by the way, especially towards the end of the season, it was pretty damn crazy. I mean, look at the targets that he was getting in these games here. He had 8+ targets in 8 out of his last 10 games last year. I think we can see the same thing without guys like Kadarius Toney and Marquez Valdez-Scantling being there. They don't have guys Mahomes is really used to on the team right now, besides pretty much Travis Kelce. They brought Juju back, but still, I'm really not super worried about Juju Smith-Schuster at this point. If they're going to throw the ball, which I think they will have to do against this Baltimore Ravens team, especially with this likely being a close competitive game, I don't necessarily think Kansas City will play from behind this game, but there's definitely a chance. Baltimore is a very good team, so I think they will be throwing the ball a little bit more than they have in some of the games, like against Las Vegas. I expect him to pick off pretty much right where he left off from last season. And by the way, of course, they do have injuries to this team as well. Like Hollywood Brown is on the team this year, but he's going to be out in this game, so that's another good sign here for Rashee Rice and the over. So they do have Xavier Worthy there, but I'm, again, not super worried about that with him being a rookie. If it was a little bit later in the season, like week 8, obviously I'd be a little bit worried about that, but not really at this point. That could really blow up in my face tonight if he ends up dropping like 100 yards, but still. That's going to be my plays for today. We're not done with the free plays quite yet, though, so don't click off. But again, one last reminder to join the DubClub. You can join right now literally for free. There's a 2-day free trial down in my description. Get all my plays for MLB, NFL, any other sport. You also get access to the Discord chat. And we're coming out of a sweep yesterday, so don't miss out. Link for the DubClub is down in my description. Get in 2 days for free where you can cancel at any time. If you like the tool that I use in today's video, it's called Outlier. 7-day free trial is available down in my description. Use that promo link. And also, they have an app you can download on the App Store. Research player props right from your phone. Let's get some more free plays today, though, from the Daily Grind tool. This right here is the PRIZEPICKS Optimizer. It shows us some of the best bet to value plays in apps like PrizePicks or Underdog. So we're just going to click on the refresh button to get the most up-to-date value plays, and you can see that they like Blake Snell under fantasy score quite a bit. They like Noah Gray under 1.5 receptions. They also like some CSGO value, some NFL value on Graham Gano kicking points, and just a bunch of random value that's on the board. You have to do any research to find. You really just click on a button, and it pulls up the best bet to value plays in terms of odds and value. So if you want this tool for yourself, use a link down in my description. Click on the Daily Grind tool link, and then click on the fantasy bundle, and then scroll down. Promo code DOMG will get you 25% off. There's also another tool load so separately called the AI Sip Generator, which is up over 1,600 units since August 18th. They have an entry right now on the board for Underdog, but there's also constantly MLB. There's like PrizePicks plays, there's some Dabble plays, DraftKings Pick 6, a lot of other random apps and things like that on this, and just literally gives you an entry right now. So right now on Underdog, it's a 6-pick insured. They like some Josh Jacobs under touchdowns, Jerome Ford under rushing attempts, and some other value right now on this on the Underdog board. So it has a profit margin of 3.68%, and it is plus EV. So if you want that tool for yourself, it's up over 1,600 units. Use that link down in my description. This time click on the AI Sip Generator and then scroll down. Promo code DOMG will get you 25% off. Thank you for watching us. See you hopefully in tomorrow's video. Let's cash out on this first football slate. I'm really excited that NFL is back. I'm sure you are too. If you want to save maybe over $5,000 on PrizePicks, watch this video right here.